Welcome to our exploration of the digestive system, focusing on the small and large intestines. In this video, we'll break down how these organs work together to process food, absorb nutrients, and eliminate waste. We'll start with the basics of anatomy and physiology, then dive into the structural modifications that make digestion efficient. By the end, you'll understand not just the science, but the practical importance of these processes for everyday health. Let's begin by looking at the overall layout of the digestive tract and how the intestines fit into the bigger picture. Small intestine is a crucial site for digestion and absorption. It connects the stomach to the large intestine and is divided into three sections: the duodenum, jejunum, and ileum. The duodenum receives digestive juices from the liver, gallbladder, and pancreas, which help break down food. The jejunum and ileum are specialized for absorbing nutrients. The small intestine's length and internal structure maximize its surface area, making it highly efficient at extracting nutrients from food. Let's take a closer look at its relationship with other digestive organs. Small intestine's structure is designed for maximum efficiency. Its walls are lined with folds, villi, and microvilli, all of which increase surface area for digestion and absorption. These features allow the intestine to absorb nutrients and water rapidly. The villi are finger-like projections, while microvilli are tiny extensions on the surface of enterocytes. Together, they create a vast surface for nutrient uptake. This structural complexity is key to the intestine's function and is a marvel of biological engineering. Optimized digestion and absorption. The small intestine has several structural modifications. Circular folds, villi, and microvilli all contribute to increasing the surface area. Circular folds slow down the movement of chyme, allowing more time for nutrients to be absorbed. Villi contain blood vessels and lymphatic vessels for transporting absorbed nutrients. Microvilli form the brush border, which contains enzymes for final digestion. These adaptations make the small intestine incredibly efficient at processing food. At the microscopic level, the small intestine's wall is composed of several layers. The mucosa and submucosa are modified to support digestion and absorption. Intestinal crypts, or tubular glands, are scattered between villi and contain 5 main cell types: enterocytes, goblet cells, enteroendocrine cells, Paneth cells, and stem cells. Enterocytes are absorptive cells. Goblet cells secrete mucus, enteroendocrine cells release hormones, Paneth cells secrete antimicrobial agents, and stem cells continuously divide to replenish the epithelium. Villi and crypts of the small intestine contain specialized cells. Enterocytes make up the bulk of the epithelium and are responsible for absorbing nutrients and electrolytes. Goblet cells secrete mucus to protect and lubricate the lining. Enteroendocrine cells release hormones like CCK and secretin, which regulate digestive processes. Paneth cells secrete antimicrobial agents such as defensins and lysozyme, helping to protect against pathogen. Stem cells ensure continuous renewal of the intestinal lining. Small intestine is protected by mucosa-associated lymphoid tissue MALT. This includes individual lymphoid follicles and pairs patches, which are aggregated lymphoid nodules found in the lamina propria. Plasma cells in the lamina propria secrete IgA antibodies, providing immune defense. The submucosa contains areolar tissue and duodenal glands, which secrete alkaline mucus to neutralize acidic chyme. These protective features help maintain intestinal health and prevent infection. Intestinal juice is produced daily in response to distension or irritation of the mucosa. The main stimulus for production is hypertonic or acidic chyme entering the small intestine. This juice is slightly alkaline and isotonic with blood plasma, consisting largely of water and mucus. Mucus is secreted by duodenal glands and goblet cells, helping to lubricate and protect the intestinal lining. The production of intestinal juice is essential for the smooth movement and digestion of chyme. When chyme enters the small intestine from the stomach, it contains partially digested carbohydrates and proteins, as well as undigested fats. It takes about 3–6 hours for the small intestine to absorb all nutrients and most water. Enzymes for digestion are imported from the liver and pancreas, while brush border enzymes bound to the plasma membrane perform the final digestion of chyme. This coordinated process ensures that nutrients are efficiently extracted from food. Entry of chyme into the small intestine is carefully regulated. The low pH of chyme must be adjusted upward, and it needs to be mixed with bile and pancreatic juice to continue digestion. The enterogastric reflex and enterogastrones control the movement of food into the duodenum, preventing it from being overwhelmed. This regulation ensures that digestion proceeds smoothly and efficiently, protecting the delicate tissues of the intestine. After a meal, segmentation is the most common motion in the small intestine. This process is initiated by intrinsic pacemaker cells and mixes the contents, moving them toward the ileocecal valve. Parasympathetic stimulation increases motility while sympathetic stimulation decreases it. Segmentation ensures that nutrients are thoroughly mixed and absorbed, making the digestive process more effective. Between meals, peristalsis increases, driven by a rise in the hormone motilin during the late intestinal phase. Each wave starts distal to the previous one, forming the migrating motor complex (MMC). Meal remnants, bacteria, and debris are moved toward the large intestine. The complete trip from the duodenum to the ileum takes about 2 hours, ensuring the intestine is cleared and ready for the next meal. Ileocecal valve controls the passage of chyme from the small intestine to the large intestine. The sphincter relaxes and admits chyme when the gastroileal reflex enhances segmentation in the ileum and gastrin increases motility. The valve flaps close when backward pressure is exerted, preventing regurgitation into the ileum. This mechanism ensures one-way movement and efficient digestion. Each organ in the gastrointestinal tract has specialized functions. The stomach breaks down food, the small intestine absorbs nutrients, and the large intestine reclaims water and electrolytes. The liver, pancreas, and gallbladder provide enzymes and bile for digestion. Understanding these roles helps us appreciate the complexity and efficiency of the digestive system. Let's review the functions of each organ in detail. Gastrointestinal organs work in harmony to ensure proper digestion and absorption. The stomach initiates protein digestion, the small intestine completes digestion and absorbs nutrients, and the large intestine absorbs water and vitamins produced by bacteria. The liver processes nutrients, the pancreas secretes digestive enzymes, and the gallbladder stores bile. This coordinated activity is essential for maintaining health and energy. Among the cell types in the small intestine, Paneth cells play a unique role. They secrete antimicrobial agents including defensins and lysozyme which help protect the intestine from harmful bacteria. This defense mechanism is crucial for maintaining a healthy gut environment and preventing infections. Paneth cells are located at the base of the intestinal crypts and are part of the innate immune system. Large intestine is responsible for absorbing water and electrolytes as well as eliminating waste. It consists of the cecum, colon, rectum, and anal canal. The colon is divided into ascending, transverse, descending, and sigmoid sections. The large intestine's structure is adapted for its functions with haustra and mesenteries supporting its shape and movement. Let's examine its gross anatomy in detail. Large intestine's structure includes haustra, which are pouch-like segments that contract in response to distension. The mesenteries anchor the intestine to the abdominal wall and provide pathways for blood vessels and nerves. The descending and sigmoid colon act as storage reservoirs for feces. This anatomical arrangement supports the intestine's functions of absorption and waste elimination. Mesenteries are double layers of peritoneum that support the abdominal digestive organs. They provide stability, allow movement, and contain blood vessels, nerves, and lymphatics. Mesenteries are essential for maintaining the position and function of the intestines. They also play a role in immune defense and fat storage. Understanding mesenteries helps us appreciate the complexity of abdominal anatomy. Mesenteries not only anchor the intestines but also facilitate communication between organs. They allow for the passage of blood vessels and nerves, ensuring that the digestive organs receive nutrients and signals for proper function. Mesenteries are involved in immune responses and can store fat, contributing to overall abdominal health. Their role is often overlooked but is vital for digestive efficiency. Detailed views of mesenteries show their intricate structure and connections. They are composed of connective tissue and are rich in blood vessels and lymphatics. Mesenteries support the intestines during movement and digestion, preventing twisting and ensuring proper alignment. Their importance in digestive health cannot be overstated, as they are involved in both structural support and immune defense. Connections provided by mesenteries are essential for the function of the digestive organs. They allow for the distribution of blood, nutrients, and immune cells throughout the abdomen. Mesenteries also help maintain the position of the intestines, preventing displacement during digestion and movement. Their role in health and disease is an important area of ongoing research. Large intestine is home to a diverse bacterial flora, consisting of over 1,000 different types of bacteria. These bacteria perform metabolic functions such as fermentation of indigestible carbohydrates and mucin, releasing acids and gases. They also synthesize B-complex vitamins and vitamin K. Beneficial bacteria outnumber and suppress pathogenic bacteria, while the immune system destroys any that breach the mucosal barrier. This balance is essential for gut health. Residue remains in the large intestine for 12-24 hours. No food breakdown occurs except what enteric bacteria digest. Vitamins, water, and electrolytes are reclaimed, while the major function is propulsion of feces to the anus and defecation. The large intestine's slow movements allow for maximum absorption and preparation for waste elimination. This process is vital for maintaining fluid and electrolyte balance. Large intestine's motility is characterized by haustral contractions, which are slow segmenting movements mostly in the ascending and transverse colon. The gastrocolic reflex, initiated by the presence of food in the stomach, results in mass movements, slow, powerful peristaltic waves activated several times a day. The descending and sigmoid colon act as storage reservoirs for feces, ensuring controlled elimination. Defecation is the final step in digestion. Mass movements push feces into the rectum, where distension initiates the spinal defecation reflex. Parasympathetic stimulation and conscious control coordinate the contraction of rectal, diaphragm, and abdominal muscles, increasing intra-abdominal pressure. Levator ani muscle contracts, lifting the anal canal and allowing feces to leave the body. This process is essential for waste elimination and overall health. Irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, is a functional gastrointestinal disorder characterized by recurring abdominal pain, stool changes, bloating, flatulence, nausea, and even depression. Stress is a common precipitating factor, making stress management important in treatment. IBS affects many people and can significantly impact quality of life. Understanding its causes and management strategies is crucial for those affected. Diarrhea occurs when the large intestine does not have enough time to absorb remaining water, often due to irritation or physical jostling. Prolonged diarrhea can lead to dehydration and electrolyte imbalance. Constipation happens when food remains in the colon too long, causing excessive water absorption and hard stools. Causes include insufficient fiber, poor bowel habits, lack of exercise, or laxative abuse. Both conditions highlight the importance of proper intestinal function. Several muscles participate in the defecation process, including the rectal muscles, diaphragm, abdominal muscles, and levator ani. These muscles work together to increase intra-abdominal pressure and lift the anal canal, facilitating the passage of feces. The gluteus maximus does not play a direct role in defecation. Understanding the muscular coordination involved helps explain the mechanics of waste elimination. Digestion is a catabolic process that breaks down macromolecules into monomers small enough for absorption. Intrinsic and accessory gland enzymes carry out hydrolysis, adding water to break chemical bonds. This process is essential for converting food into usable nutrients. Enzymes play a central role, and their activity is tightly regulated to ensure efficient digestion. Absorption involves moving substances from the lumen of the gut into the body. Tight junctions ensure that molecules must pass through epithelial cells rather than between them. Materials enter cells through the apical membrane and exit through the basolateral membrane. Lipid molecules can be absorbed passively, while polar molecules require active transport. Most nutrients are absorbed before chyme reaches the ileum. Carbohydrates are digested by enzymes such as amylase, which breaks down starches into simpler sugars. Digestion begins in the mouth and continues in the small intestine, where brush border enzymes complete the process. The resulting monosaccharides are absorbed into the bloodstream for use as energy. Efficient carbohydrate digestion is essential for maintaining energy levels. Breakdown of carbohydrates continues in the small intestine, where enzymes convert disaccharides and polysaccharides into monosaccharides. These simple sugars are then absorbed by enterocytes and transported into the blood. Proper carbohydrate digestion is vital for providing the body with glucose, its primary energy source. Lactose intolerance occurs when people have deficient amounts of lactase, the enzyme needed to digest lactose. Undigested lactose creates an osmotic gradient in the intestine, preventing water absorption and resulting in diarrhea. It can also pull water from interstitial spaces into the intestinal lumen. Managing lactose intolerance involves dietary adjustments and enzyme supplements. Proteins are digested by enzymes such as pepsin in the stomach and trypsin in the small intestine. These enzymes break proteins into smaller peptides and amino acids, which are absorbed by enterocytes. Protein digestion is essential for providing the body with amino acids, the building blocks for growth and repair. The digestion of proteins continues in the small intestine, where enzymes break down peptides into individual amino acids. These amino acids are absorbed and transported to cells throughout the body. Efficient protein digestion is vital for maintaining muscle mass, immune function, and overall health. Lipids are digested by enzymes such as lipase, which break down fats into fatty acids and glycerol. Bile from the liver emulsifies fats, making them easier to digest. Chylomicrons are formed when lipid products are packaged with lecithin and lipoproteins, allowing them to be transported through the lymphatic system and eventually into the bloodstream. Chylomicrons are formed in the small intestine when lipid products are converted back into triglycerides and packaged with lecithin and lipoproteins. These chylomicrons are exocytosed from the basolateral side of enterocytes and enter lymphatic lacteals. Eventually, they are emptied into venous blood at the thoracic duct, allowing lipids to be used by cells throughout the body. Once in the blood, chylomicrons are broken into free fatty acids and glycerol by lipoprotein lipase. These products can be used by cells for energy or stored for later use. Short-chain fatty acids can diffuse directly into the blood, providing a rapid energy source. The efficient digestion and absorption of lipids are essential for maintaining energy balance. Nucleic acids are digested by enzymes in the small intestine, breaking them down into nucleotides and nucleosides. These products are absorbed and used by cells for DNA and RNA synthesis. Proper digestion of nucleic acids is important for cell growth, repair, and genetic function. Vitamins are absorbed in the small and large intestines. Fat-soluble vitamins D, E, and K are carried by micelles and diffuse into absorptive cells. Water-soluble vitamins C and B are absorbed by diffusion or active transport. Vitamin B12 requires intrinsic factor for absorption by endocytosis. In the large intestine, vitamin K and B vitamins produced by bacterial metabolism are absorbed. Most ions are actively transported along the small intestine. Iron and calcium are absorbed in the duodenum, with calcium absorption regulated by vitamin D and parathyroid hormone. Sodium absorption is coupled with glucose and amino acids, while chloride is transported actively. Potassium diffuses in response to osmotic gradients. Water absorption occurs mainly in the small intestine by osmosis, with most of the remaining water absorbed in the large intestine. Malabsorption can result from anything that interferes with the delivery of bile or pancreatic juice, or from damaged intestinal mucosa. Celiac disease is a common malabsorption disorder caused by an immune reaction to gluten, which damages intestinal villi and brush border enzymes. Managing malabsorption involves identifying and treating the underlying cause, often requiring dietary changes and medical intervention. As we age, gastrointestinal activity declines. The GI tract produces less digestive juice, absorption becomes less efficient, and peristalsis slows, leading to fewer bowel movements. Taste and smell become less acute, and periodontal disease often develops. Conditions like diverticulosis, fecal incontinence, and GI cancers become more common. Regular dental and medical exams are important for prevention and early detection. Summary: the digestive system is a complex network of organs and processes that work together to break down food, absorb nutrients, and eliminate waste. The small and large intestines play central roles in digestion, absorption, and health. Understanding their structure and function helps us appreciate the importance of maintaining digestive health through proper diet, exercise, and medical care. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the digestive system.